don't have to let the money come between us. Nah, they not even capable to feel us. Yeah. Why don't we just take the stacks and go to pizza? Yeah. That way you could lean away with all the people. Yeah.
Dynasty gang, what's good? Back with another video, and today, look, it's completely different. See, I got my gloves on, got my hardware, got 2 cameras set up. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Got a lot of requests on basically how I cook different things. So the first thing I'm gonna show y'all is a Boston butt. And if you know this video does good, if you guys like this video, more to come. This camera right here looks a little bright, but I might be able to adjust that down a little bit in post. Anyway, give me a thumbs up if y'all like the double setup camera angles here. So what we do first, I got about an 8-pound Boston butt here I got from our local grocery store. And rule of thumb generally is it'll take about an hour and a half per pound to cook a Boston butt. Me, I'm cooking on my Pit Boss pellet grill. So for me, you can cut that down pretty significantly. I cook about an 8-pound butt in about, and obviously pause goes without saying, y'all. Somebody called me out on the last video, said I didn't say pause off of the Brazilian nut oil. Come on now. So anyway, I usually cook this in about 6 to 7 hours, which is pretty good. First thing I like to do is rinse off the meat, dry it off. So now it's sitting here. Before I put on my binder, some people use mustard, and sometimes I do use mustard, but today I'm gonna be using olive oil as a binder to bind the rub. And then I'll show you how I inject it and all that. But before I do all that, I take it out, I rinse it off, I dry it off, and I like to put some meat tenderizer on there. That's the first thing I like to do. And with this, you wanna season the whole pork shoulder. I'm gonna start calling it pork shoulder because I don't know how many times I can say butt in a video comfortably. So we're gonna be seasoning the whole pork shoulder, all sides. Like I said, first I'm starting with the meat tenderizer. And don't be shy. You can season it pretty good. This is a thick piece of meat, so it can handle it. Some of the seasonings I'm using today I got from another YouTuber who you know what? Let me see how I can do this. Take this one off. A lot of these seasonings I'm using today I got from another YouTuber who has a cooking channel that I watch a lot, and I get a lot of recipe ideas from him. So I went ahead and supported and bought some of his seasonings. So today's gonna be my first time trying it. Hopefully it's good. We will see. So got that good. Now I'm gonna use a little bit of the olive oil as a binder for my rubs. And I don't measure any of this stuff. I just kind of pour it on there, and then I just kind of eyeball test pretty much everything. You don't have to do a whole bunch. You just want some to be able to cover the whole shoulder. That way that rub has something to stick to. Get a little bit on the back. So fun fact about the back side, the seasonings and the rub doesn't really penetrate the fat because the fat is so thick. This fat right here, I still season anyway, but the reason I keep this fat on is because it quote unquote renders down, and it makes it, it moistens the meat when you're cooking it, because we're cooking it for a long amount of time, and obviously it could dry out if you don't want your meat to be dry. So keep this fat on here. That way that'll break down and that'll moisten up some of the meat. Just like all the marbling, all that fat you see in the meat right here, that's gonna be good. All right, got the binder on there. First thing I'm gonna do is put on some of this. This is AP rub. Basically it's salt, pepper, and garlic. Killer Hogs, that's the guy I was telling y'all about. Shout out to him. I'm opening up pretty on here. That's like you want working. Like, smell good. See that? All sides. Next, I'm gonna go with this hot barbecue rub. This is gonna be the base rub that I'm doing today. It's gonna give it that nice smoky paprika barbecue flavor. This also is that mahogany, color, and this will basically give you a nice crust on the outside. If I can open this thing. So with this, we're gonna be real generous with this. We want this thing to have a nice bark. We want that crunchy outside with the juicy inside. Yes, sir. When you're making pork shoulders, what we like to do is the first night we'll have, let's say we'll have nachos or we have sliders. Then the second night we'll have the opposite. And then usually by the third night is when the meat is kind of wintering down. You don't really have that much left. We'll cook some hot dogs on the grill, throw the pork shoulder meat on top of that. And man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. So this I mean, we have a family of 4. This is 8-pound, but this will last us about 3 days. And it's pretty inexpensive too. I think I got this for about 11 bucks. You really can't beat that. All right, that's seasoned good. Now, last step of the seasoning slash rub process is gonna be, I like to add a little bit of the smoky brown sugar on top just to give it that sweet taste. So I added the AP seasoning, I added the hot barbecue. Now I'm getting it a little bit of sweetness with the brown sugar rub. And this will really help that bark too. Already got the grill going, so by the time I finish seasoning this, she should be ready to get on out there. Another thing I forgot to mention is you want to let your meat come out of the refrigerator and get to room temp before putting it on the grill, because that just slows down the cooking process. You don't want to put any meat on the grill cold. Always let it get to room temperature. Whether you season it right beforehand, whether you season it the night before and put it in the refrigerator, always take it out and give it that time. For my grill, it kind of works out perfect because I'll start my grill, let it get up to temperature and do all that stuff while the meat is coming to room temp. All right. Feel like the rub is good, the season nice is good. Now we're gonna switch over to the injection process. All right, now what I usually use to inject my meat is apple juice. And like I said, I'm not measuring any of this. So I just got, this was this Mott's brand. This is a little small little container. My kids love this stuff. So that's why it's easier for me to just get like the 6-pack of this. I'm pouring it in here just to make it easy to grab. So I got some of this. This is 8 fluid ounces. That's probably about all I need. So I mix this and then I grab some Worcestershire sauce. And like I said, I'm just eyeballing this. Put some of that in there. Splashing all over the place. Then I'll come back and I'll add some of the seasoning to it as well. I think that's about enough. Now the injector I'm using today, this is the injector I'm using. It's just a stainless steel. It has the, when you pull up, and then it has this one right here. I like using this because you inject it in the meat and then, let me see if I can get it to focus. You inject it in the meat and then see all them circles and holes in there? It just squirts out all the juice in different directions. So that's what I like using that one. I have another one that is for, this one right here is if you wanted to use, like if you had like some minced garlic or something like that, it's just a bigger hole right there. So go ahead and screw that in. And what you want to do is you want to go for the muscles. Now they call the money muscle the one that's the opposite side of the bone. The bone is over here, so that's where I'm gonna go in from the side. I'm gonna get in there real good. And you should see it plump up. Let's see if it'll focus. See if we can get her to focus here. Here we go. See it plump up like that? It means get in there good. And you just want to go in to different parts of the muscle. Get in there good. If some comes out, that's fine. Get some more. And you basically want to just keep doing this until all your juice is gone. So I'm gonna finish injecting this meat and then I'll check back with y'all when it's time to put it on the grill. All right, so we're out here. The grill is up to temp. I'll show you guys. I already put it on the grill. I recorded it, but I didn't have my mic on. So let me show y'all what it looks like. That's it right there. I'm gonna come back in about 3 to 4 hours, check the temperature on it. Right here, we have this just gives it extra smoke. I'll link that in my Amazon favorites down below for y'all. This is a smoker, but this right here will give you extra smoke. So I got hickory in the grill, and that's apple wood. Just gives it a nice little, I like mixing it. Gives a nice little flavor. Like I said, we'll come back in like 3 or 4 hours, check the temperature on that, and see how things are going. By that time, it should be time to wrap it and get it nice and tender. Okay, guys, we've been on for about 2 hours. Temp's holding steady. Let's see if I can get you. I don't think it's gonna focus, but temp holding steady at 250. You can see it right there a little bit. Yeah. This is reading a little bit higher, but over there on the digital thing is reading about 250. So we're gonna take a look at it, see everything going. I forgot to tell y'all, I added a pan of water. Right after I stopped hitting record, I added a pan of water. As you can see, this right here is still smoking. This whole thing lasts about 4 hours, and that's pretty much as long as I want to smoke it anyway. It's getting a nice color. Make sure y'all, yeah, there we go. Make sure it's picking it up. I got a little handheld temp thermometer. I'm gonna check the temperature right now. See what we hitting on. Yeah, see, we're getting about 90 degrees. Still got a ways to go. Getting 103 over here. 120 right there. .98 right there. So still got a ways to go. I just wanted to come check on it. Get the lid back closed. Let this thing keep doing its thing. Once the temperature gets to about 160, that's when I want to wrap it and really actually cook it and get it nice and tender. I'll check back in with y'all in a minute. All right, you guys, so I got the pork shoulder, Boston baked butt, whatever you want to call it. I got it off the grill. It's been about 4.5 hours. Now it's time to wrap. I recommend using some of these insulated gloves whenever you're handling the meat that's hot, because it definitely can burn you. So I got this, what I got is 2 strips of aluminum foil right here, and I'll show you guys how I wrap it. I also have, up till now, I've been using my handheld, I guess it's called a thermometer. I have to call it thermopen. I've been using my thermopen. Now I'm gonna use this one. Once I wrap it, leave it in there, and then I don't gotta worry about it. There's an app that connects to my phone, and I can just watch the temperature from there. There's really no need to do it before now, because I know it takes about 4 or 5 hours for it to even get to the temperature that I want. But after this, you know, I'm not gonna be wanting to stick the thermometer in and out. It's gonna make a bunch of seals, and I'm gonna lose that seal that I want for it to actually cook and get moistened and really render down all the fat. So after I wrap it, I'll show y'all how I stick this in. And again, if you skipped and you just now watching this part of the video, I did a full pause for this whole video because it's outrageous, the language that I'm using in this video. Man, this thing already smells amazing. What I like to do is I like to get a little bowl effect going on here. I can get rid of some of these gloves now. like to get a little bowl. That way, when I do this next step, a lot of these juices stay in it. Like to do it like this first. Get a nice little bowl effect going on. First thing I do is I like to just sprinkle some of that juice that we had left over from the injection that we didn't use. I like to just give it a nice, nothing too crazy, you gotta soak it, but just a nice little coat, man. You want this thing to be nice and tender after you're done. It already is gonna be, but a little bit more won't hurt. So you just pour this down. What were you saying? Shake your money maker? Now come on in here, that's fine. Nah, it's fine, come on in here. Shake your money maker, hey. So you pour the juice on there, and I like to hit it with some more of the rub on top. Boom, that's good to go. Now you wrap. I like for my seal to be on the top because I'm putting it back on the grill, fat cap down. So that's why I'm wrapping it the way I'm wrapping it. Like this. And if you wrap like this, nothing can leak out the bottom. You feel me? So then you grab the other piece. And I flip this one this way just to, I flipped it the opposite way of the first foil wrap just to give it a better coverage. Another thing I do is I like to put it in a pan. This is gonna be the pan that I shred it in. So if any juices fall out, anything like that, it's gonna be already be in this pan. And once I take it out of the foil, it'll just be added to it. So if I'm going, it's the bone over there. So if I wanna go to the money muscle, you just find a spot, stick it in, and that's it. All right, I got that in there. I'm about to go put it back on the grill, and I'll check on it in about, I don't know, 2-3 hours or so. And literally checking on it is just looking at my phone because it's Bluetooth. All right, so I'll check y'all in a minute. I'll be back. All right, y'all, real quick, I just wanted to show you the Bluetooth. I got it set for 205. That's when I want to take it off. I feel like the fat will be rendered down really good at that point, and I don't want it to overcook. So 205 right now, it's 162. I'll check back in with y'all. All right, you guys, the meat has reached a temp. It was reaching about 206. I was like washing dishes or something, so that's why I didn't take it off right at 205. But I'm letting it sit for an hour, and the reason you let it sit for an hour, you want all those juices to kind of like just soak in the meat and just really render down. If you open it up right now, start shredding it all, you'll lose pretty much all of the juices. So I'm letting it sit for an hour, and I will check back in with y'all when it's time to shred this bad boy up. All right. It's been about an hour. The meat has had plenty of time to relax, chill, soak up all the juices it's gonna soak up. Oh man, can y'all see that? Let me flip the thing around, make sure y'all can see what I see. Oh yeah, y'all can see it. Doesn't it look amazing? So how you can tell if it's really done, all pork shoulders have this bone in it, right? If you can grab the bone like this and just pull it out, then she done. It's still hot too. This thing been sitting for an hour. Crazy. Set that to the side. Really quick, before I shred it up, I need to turn up this right here. There we go. Now y'all with me. So the bone comes right out. Right here I have a pair of claws here. They're Pit Boss Pro. You don't need these per se, but I'm extra, so I got them. What you say? True that what? So what I'm gonna do is all this juice and everything in here, I'm gonna empty out into this pan, and that'll just be for more flavor once I shred it up. So let's see what we can do here. And be careful because this stuff will still be hot, be hot, be hot, be hot. Goddamn juice all over me. I got juice all over me, man. Come on, this is a fresh white t-shirt, man. Well, I tell you what, man. Trying to make a video for y'all. Man. All right, got everything empty in the pan. Now we're gonna shred it up. Got my claws, and that's basically all you do. You just get in and you just start shredding. If you see any fat pieces that didn't render down, of course you can take them out. I like to leave all of it in there because it's just good flavor. And you'll see all these dark pieces of the bark. This is exactly what you want. Whenever I'm eating barbecue, I look for pizzas that have that little bit of crunch part to it. And that's where that bark, I mean, that's how you get that, from making that bark really, really crispy. And that's all from the type of seasonings and the type of rubs you use. Cooking it nice, low and slow, no issues. Tell you what too, I ain't had to work out today, Sherelle. Doing this, forearms on fire. Here go the finished product. Sherelle made some homemade slaw. Got some sharp cheddar cheese on there. You could add barbecue sauce if you want to. I don't think I need it. But I'm gonna get on out of here. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all want more videos like this, definitely hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to your boy. Hit that post notification bell. And comment down below, we want more, if y'all want more cooking videos. All right, hope y'all enjoyed. I'm gonna get on out of here though. Stay locked, be blessed, put God first, and the rest is easy as. Oh man. Oh my God. I'm gone.